I think this one is a contender. I really like Right Brain, and it's really cool with a little Girl Scout on it. So that one is possible. And then also this one looks interesting. Mackinac Island Fudge Stout, but I think maybe it just sounds enticing, but it may just taste like a chocolate stout. Who knows? Okay, so I've taken these Eckrich Little Smokies, throw them in some water. I'm going to basically boil them, and then I'm going to take the crescent rolls, like the Pillsbury crescent rolls. I'm not going to film all of this because I'm still waiting on feedback from our grocery haul if you guys want this kind of video, but I'm just going to tell you what I'm doing. And then I take a little bit of the Velveeta cheese sauce, and you basically brush it inside the crescent roll, and then you stick the smoky link, roll it like you normally would, bake it to the package instructions of the crescent roll. Since everything else is already pretty much cooked, you're just heating it all up and baking the crescent roll. And then once you get it on the plate, you just put some chili over the top of it and have some fries. It's a simple meal. It's a nice way to kind of incorporate crescent rolls in like a different style meal, and I love these kind of like quick meal hacks. I am going to try this new guy. We're gonna try it from the can, and we're gonna try it from the Sniffner.
Sniffner?
Sniffner.
I thought it was a snifter.
It is. This is Petoskey Brewing, obviously, no shock, it's Petoskey, Michigan, which is 2 hours from us, so kind of close. We could totally go visit them, / I'd like to. This is Raspberry Waffle Cone Cream Ale.
Holy cow. It's a lot to pack.
It's a lot going on.
Yeah.
I am intrigued by it for a couple of reasons. It is 7% and it's 15 IBUs, so pretty good ABV on this. I really like the label. It's a little skeleton instead of a waffle cone. That's kind of cool. It's brewed with pure Michigan artisan water from the UP, which is really cool. So they used UP water, like from the springs.
Not pea water. Upper Peninsula water.
Yeah. Thanks for clarifying. I didn't want to see those comments. This unique ale has actual waffle cones added into the mash.
Wow.
Okay, I'm even more intrigued. I'm pumped. I should have read it before I bought it, but now I'm organically excited. Cones added into the mash. Hints of the ingredient can be picked up in the finish of the beer. More prevalent are the fruit notes from the addition of raspberry puree added during fermentation. I love that they put that because I usually like speculate. I'm gonna taste it from the can, and then I'm gonna have Dana taste it from the glass. Okay, it smells like very, very fresh. I don't smell anything else. It just smells like fresh raspberries. It's a very unique flavor. Taste the cone at the end, like they said. You taste it at the end, that's really cool. What's I think really unique about that is when you're eating an ice cream cone.
I was just thinking the same thing.
You're gonna say what I'm about to say?
Yep.
My favorite part is the very last bite, the very end of it, especially if it's like one of those king cones that has chocolate in it. That's the best bite. So it's like, in some ways, it's kind of artistic of them to have it be at the finish that you taste that cone, because if you were having an ice cream cone, that's exactly when you would taste it. So that's clever. Way to go, Petoskey. Alright, so it was a little bit tart. It was overall fruity, sweet. It doesn't taste like anything heavy. It's an ale, so it is definitely kind of a little more light and it's crisp. Overall, a good beer. I feel like Dana actually will really like this one.
I love that.
You like it, right? It's good.
Yeah.
It's a good beer.
And you do taste the waffle.
Don't you at the end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. I don't know how much a pack of that would cost, but...
Okay, so I'm gonna keep cooking so I don't ruin my dinner. We're gonna have dinner, and then Dana and I are going to probably have a bonfire. It's a warmer night tonight, and there's a lot of tracks in our backyard, and they weren't made by us, and we need to change that. You just put a little cheese at the top, and then I'll come in with the smoky. and then smoky goes like this. Like that.
When we put the chili on at the end.
As they come out, put them on the plate, put the chili on them, and you're done. Okay, so just a tip slash reminder. Preheat your oven. That's all I'm saying. 'Cause now I have to wait, and I'm very hangry. We're gonna go play darts while we wait for the oven. So this is made with real mint. It's Right Brain Brewing. I love Right Brain. If I'm not mistaken, it's Traverse City. It is Traverse City. Naughtier than a cookie could ever be. Naughty Girl Stout is deeply flavored yet refreshing and cooling. This sensual, full-bodied stout combines rich chocolate flavors with an infusion of biodynamic peppermint from Light of Day Organics in Traverse City, Michigan. Our chocolate mint stout delivers everything you love about chocolate mint cookies without all the crumbs in your sleeping bag. I love that so much because like Thin Mints are my jam. Keep beer curious, and then this is obviously, like I said, Traverse City, so this is like an hour drive from our house. We will need to visit them soon.
Yeah, I can't believe we haven't gone to Right Brain.
We've been drinking Right Brain for a long time, and what's weird is I always confuse Right Brain and Left Hand because you got right and left.
Right.
This is technically a wheat beer glass, but it has the same bevel as a stout glass, so I'm using this. So don't give me crap.
It's the mouth
Yeah.
that's different.
Yeah, it's pretty much the only thing different. But these glasses always allow for me to pour it completely, and it all fits without any issue. So that's what I'm going for. Hold on, dinner's ready. I'm gonna let this cool. They all just came out, and then I have the chili here. So we will be plating in a moment, but let's get back to that beer. I definitely smell mint. It's not as pungent as like a true mint leaf. So even though it was brewed with real mint, I don't have that bite when you first smell it. So the nose is not as intense as I expected. But it definitely does smell like a thin mint. So they succeeded in that regard. Let's go ahead and see how it actually tastes. Okay, so a few things. Like we mentioned, we're both sick. Second thing, I just had that raspberry beer, so that's still on my palate.
Ooh.
But because of those two factors, this tastes not creamy at all to me and very thinned out. Like, very thin. So it tastes like watered down chocolate mint, not like a creamy, robust, like ice cream melted, which is what I expected. I know that they mentioned cookies. It doesn't taste creamy. So Dana's been drinking IPA. He had a little bit of that beer that I just had, as you guys saw in the tasting a minute ago, but he hasn't been drinking it like I did. I drank the whole thing. So I'm gonna let him taste this and see what he thinks really quick.
So many of these, and I don't know how to phrase it, but for a non-stout drinker, I'm not a stout drinker, but when they infuse things in them, they all, I know they try to differentiate the way that they smell and taste and all of that stuff. I can smell the chocolate, I can smell the mint.
Right.
I mean, it's coating the glass well. It's a nice dark color.
The opacity is pretty high. You can't see through it at all.
Let's give it a shot. It doesn't taste thin to me at all.
What does it taste like to you? Is it full-bodied in your opinion?
It does taste full-bodied to me. Like,
the one that I had at Crankers still takes the ball for me for mint stouts. That was a delicious beer.
I think it's not bad.
No, it's not bad. I've just
and I think it's not thin. Like when you say thin, I think of watered down.
Well, when I'm talking stouts, this is not the most robust stout I've had.
No, for sure, but it doesn't remind me of weak coffee either.
Naturally, chocolate stouts tend to weigh on the whole coffee note side. People think that, but there's no coffee notes in this at all.
But when it's not done right, it tastes like watered down coffee.
Definitely not the cutest meal you've ever seen. Like it's not
so much food here.
It's not photogenic, but it is winter, and I feel like we always have heavy meals during winter because it's like feels cozy. So let's just get one quick. Okay, you went in for it.
Oh.
Is it good? Very good. Okay. Literally tastes like chili cheese fries and a coney. Like a coney dog.
I was thinking the same thing.
Dana started a fire and didn't even tell me. I was upstairs responding to some YouTube comments and he calls my phone. He's like, where are you? I'm like, okay, our house is not that big. How do you not know where I am? And he's like, oh, well, I'm outside with a big fire. He's having a big old fire without me. And here's what we were talking about all the footprints being in the backyard, but not being ours. Like, look at these. Like, our entire backyard is covered in tracks. Deer, turkey, bunny, birds, whole bunch of stuff. Look at that. It's crazy. Like, obviously this wide track system here is us, as well as this one going up to our patio, but a lot of this is from wildlife. Alright guys, we're gonna end the video here. This is probably already a very long video. If you stayed to this point, thank you for watching the whole thing and enjoying our vlogs that much. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Please check out the description box. Again, we have a lot of really cool links down there, all of our social medias. We would love for you guys to come and follow us everywhere and see us in all the different
facets of our life.
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
We're gonna enjoy this fire and enjoy our nightcap?
Nightcap.
Whatever you want to call that. Have a good night, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.
Nobody wants super cold beer, right? Right.